welcome you watching the Monday edition of This Is Exclusive with me, Shavin. And tonight, we once again put the spotlight on a story that we have been following very closely over the last several weeks. This is the story about 18 Indians who have been stuck in a vessel in Iran with absolutely no answers really coming in from the government of India or, for that matter, even the Iranian authorities. Just imagine the situation, ladies and gentlemen. 18 sailors stuck in one vessel. Some of them have been taken into custody. Tonight, not one, but multiple testimonies put together to tell you the story of these 18 sailors who are now in the custody of the Iranians. All this and much more in this edition of This Is Exclusive. But up first, let me take you through the headlines we're tracking at this hour. Aviation Group writes explosive letter on Boeing 787 fleet after AI 171. Similar engine lock reported today on AI 132.
ये नारावाने जी का मेमोir है।
Rahul Gandhi quotes ex-army chief's memoir. Rajnath Singh objects massive face-off in Parliament.
स्टेटमेंट आया है जिसमें उन्होंने खेल भावना को लेकर कहा है, तो हम पूरी तरह आईसीसी से सहमत हैं। और लेकिन हम बीसीसीआई इस पर भी कोई टिप्पणी नहीं करेगी जब तक आईसीसी से हमारी बातचीत ना हो जाए।
BCCI says Team India will travel to Sri Lanka even after Pakistan's boycott.
हमारा बेटा विजय कुमार विलियंट रोड शिप पर कैप्टन पद पर तैनात है। ईरान ने जो है बंधक बना हुआ है। प्रधानमंत्री जो है और जय विदेश मंत्री जल्दी से जल्दी हमारे बच्चों को छुड़वाकर भारत देश में लाएगा।
Families of stranded Indian seafarers in Iran urge Prime Minister Modi for urgent intervention, says conditions inside seized vessel worsening by the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story about 18 seafarers who have been stuck in Iran since December. The deteriorating condition of the detained vessel MT Valiant Roar has now sparked serious concern as family of 18 Indian seafarers plead for urgent intervention. Now, with engines and generators defunct, sanitation collapsed and all communication cut off, families fear for their loved ones' safety. Intercepted by Iran's Revolutionary Guard in December, the vessel remains in custody, raising one pressing question: will the authorities finally act? Ladies and gentlemen, back in the month of December is when they were taken into custody. It seems there were charges that were leveled against them, and the charges were of diesel smuggling. But thereafter, there has been absolutely no communication that has taken place between the family members and the company owner. MT Valiant Roar is basically a vessel that is owned by a Dubai-based company, a company that we have also tried getting in touch over the last several weeks. But there has been absolutely no response that has come in. Over the next couple of minutes, I'm going to take you through each of the testimonies to get you a sense of the ordeal that the family members are facing.
Fresh alarm bells are ringing over the deteriorating condition of the vessel Mount Valiant Roar, with families of 16 detained Indian seafarers urgently seeking emergency evacuation. The families have appealed directly to PM Narendra Modi, urging immediate intervention to ensure the safety and repatriation of their loved ones. Communication with the crew has remained cut off since the vessel was intercepted, deepening anxiety and uncertainty among the family members back home. Sources speaking exclusively to Republic TV reveal that the condition of the ship has worsened significantly, making it unsafe for the crew to remain on board.
हमारा बेटा विजय कुमार विलियंट रोड शिप पर कैप्टन पद पर तैनात है। वो पिछले 8 दिसंबर से और 2025 तक ईरान ने जो है बंधक बना हुआ है और उसके 15 साथी भी भारतीय उनके साथ हैं। हमने बार बार प्रधानमंत्री और जो विदेश मंत्री से प्रार्थना की है कि इनको 16 के 16 भारतीयों को जल्द से जल्दी ईरान के बंधक से छुटवाकर जल्दी हमारे भारत देश में लाया जाए।
हाँ जी, सरकार से मेरी एक बार है कि मेरा बेटा विजय और उसके सब साथी घर पर आए जल्दी से जल्दी अपने बच्चों के पास, ताकि उसके माँ बाप और बच्चे रो रो का बहुत बुरा हाल है, ताकि वे हमारे से देखे नहीं जाए।
मेरे फादर का नाम कैप्टन विजय कुमार, वो एक प्रोफेशनल इंडियन सीफेयर है। उन्हें 2 महीने पहले ईरान में डिटेन किया गया है। वे सिर्फ अपनी ड्यूटी निभा रहे थे। ये मेरे लिए और मेरे परिवार के लिए बहुत स्ट्रेसफुल सिचुएशन है। मैं उन्हें बहुत मिस करता हूँ। मैं माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी से यही रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ कि उन्हें अपने घर जल्द से जल्द पाया जाए।
मेरे बेटे का नाम मंजूर अहमद अंसारी है। ओलियन रोड में शिप में काम कर रहा था। वहाँ से ईरान वाले लोग पकड़कर ले जाके जेल में डाल दिए हैं। मोदी जी से निवेदन है कि बच्चों लोग को जल्द से जल्द छुड़वाइए।
8 दिसंबर 2025 को मेरे हस्बैंड का जहाज़ ईरान वालों ने किडनैप किया। 1 महीना तक उन लोग को जहाज़ में रखे। उसके बाद 6 जनवरी 2026 को 12 लोगों को किसी बहाने से बोले आप ले चलते हैं। उन लोगों को ले गए, जेल में डाल दिए 12 लोग को, और 6 लोग जो है शिप पे अनबोर्ड हैं। और ईरान वालों ने गलत तरीके से इल्ज़ाम लगाए हैं कि इनके जहाज़ में डीजल का स्मगलिंग चल रहा था, जो कि सरासर एकदम गलत है। कुछ भी नहीं पाया गया है। मेरा जो है अपने गवर्नमेंट प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी से और विदेश मंत्री एस जयशंकर सिंह से मेरा विनम्र निवेदन है कि हम लोगों की सुनवाई की जाए।
मेरे बड़े भैया मसूद आलम वेलियंट रोर नाम करके एक शिप है, उस पे काम करते हैं। उस शिप को ईरानी नेवी वाले ने 8 दिसंबर से ही अरेस्ट करके लेकर चले गए हैं। हमने अपने प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी से और डॉक्टर जयशंकर जी से कितनी बार गुहार लगाया, लेकिन अभी तक कोई मदद नहीं मिला है हम लोगों को।
जब जहाज दुबई से चली 8/12/25 को इंटरनेशनल वाटर से ईरान के नेवी ने गोली बारी करते हुए जहाज को किडनैप कर लिया। किडनैप करके सभी जितने क्रू मेंबर थे उनको बंधक बना लिया। उस पर 18 मेंबर हैं। एक श्रीलंका के हैं, एक बांग्लादेश के हैं, 16 हमारे भारतीय मेंबर हैं, जो 1 महीने तक उनको शिप पर ही बंधक बना के रखा।
मैं मुकेश मेहता गाजियाबाद से निवेदन कर रहा हूँ कि जिन 16 क्रू मेंबर को ईरान में हिरासत पर रखा गया है और जिनकी 2 महीने से कोई सुनवाई नहीं हो रही है, यहाँ हमने भारत के प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी एवं विदेश मंत्री डॉक्टर जयशंकर को भी हमने सूचना दी थी। और आज हम दोबारा फिर अपील कर रहे हैं उनसे कि आप इस मामले में हस्तक्षेप करके हमारे बेटे व अन्य क्रू मेंबर को सकुशल घर भिजवाने की कोशिश करें।
मेरा नाम सुशील कुमार है। मेरे भाई का नाम विशाल कुमार है। वो मर्चेंट नेवी में जॉब करते हैं। वो जिस शिप में काम करते हैं उसका नाम है MT वैलियंट रोवर। उसमें कुल 18 लोग मौजूद थे। वह इस समय ईरान में फंसे हुए हैं। मेरा भारत सरकार और विदेश मंत्री जी से निवेदन है कि वह जल्द से जल्द उन्हें भारत वापस लाएं।
The vessel's main engine and generators have completely failed due to the lack of spare parts, leaving it without essential power. Basic sanitation has also collapsed. Toilets and non-functional hygienic conditions on board have deteriorated sharply, triggering serious safety concerns. But despite repeated appeals over the past several weeks, families claim no positive response has come from the authorities or diplomatic channels so far. The vessels was intercepted on December 8, 2025 in international waters near the UAE's Dibba port. after which that 16 Indian crew members were taken into custody by Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps.
Well, in fact, it's been almost 2 months since they've actually been detained. And what is even more shocking is that they've been in that same very vessel. Some of them have been taken into custody. Now, in fact, we've reached out to the family members, and after much persuasion, we've finally been able to reach out to those who have been detained. Now, it appears that the condition inside the vessel is only worsening by every passing hour, with no perhaps access to food, water, and that is the reason why they're making yet another appeal. Now, this is the appeal that they're making to the government of India with regards to urgent intervention. These are the crew members on your screen. Well, in fact, we're going to play this video out where they're essentially playing out what they're making their appeal and the fact that how they are in a dire situation right now.
गुड आफ्टरनून सर हम वेसल वैलियंट रोर से बोल रहे हैं, जो वेसल पिछले 1 महीने से डिटेन किया हुआ है यहाँ पे ईरान में, और ये हमें भी नहीं पता हमें डिटेन क्यों किया गया अभी तक। और हमारे 10 लोगों को 6 तारीख को यहाँ से उठा के ले गए थे लोग, और अभी तक उनके बारे में नहीं पता है वो लोग कहाँ हैं। हमारा जहाज पे सर खाना, पानी और फ्यूल सब खत्म हो रहा है सर, और खाने के लिए ना खाना बचा है ना पीने के लिए पानी है सर। तो हमारी भारत सरकार से ये रिक्वेस्ट है कि हमें जल्दी से जल्दी यहाँ से निकालें सर, और ये विनती है सर सब लोगों की आपसे। थैंक यू वेरी मच। और 18 मेंबर हैं सर हम टोटल, जिसमें 16 इंडियन है, 1 श्रीलंकन, 1 बांग्लादेशी सर। థ్యాంక్ యూ।
హలో సార్, నా పేరు పూర్తి దివాకర్ సార్। నేను ఇక్కడ మర్చెంట్ నేవీ జాబ్ చేస్తున్నాను సీఫీల్డ్లో। ఇక్కడ నెల రోజుల నుంచి మేము ఇరాన్లో అరెస్ట్ అయిపోయాము సార్। మా దగ్గర దొంగ డీజిల్ ఉందని చెప్పేసి మమ్మల్ని అరెస్ట్ చేశారు। అలాగే మొత్తం 18 మంది మేము, దాంట్లో 16 మంది ఇండియన్ క్రూ, ఒకరు బంగ్లాదేశీ, ఒకరు శ్రీలంక। ఇప్పుడు 10 మందిని తీసుకెళ్ళి జైల్లో పెట్టేసి ఉన్నారు సార్। మా కంపెనీ ఏమంటే ఏం రియాక్షన్ తీసుకోవటం లేదు। ఒకరు మీరే కాపాడండి సార్। మా షిప్ పేరు వచ్చి వ్యాలెంట్ రోర్, మా కంపెనీ పేరు వచ్చి గ్లోరీ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ పీవీటీ లిమిటెడ్।
Takes any serious actions and
right.
Yes.
Vinod, if I can also bring in, because you've taken up this matter several times with the authorities concerned. Were you able to speak to your own brother? What are they saying in terms of the communication coming in from the Iranians?
See, as I told before, there is no clear communication from anyone. They are all waiting. They are saying that the issue is subjudicial, and nothing from the Iranian side. They have been asking. In fact, the last message what I got was that the vessel is in a bad shape. The generators and everything has been called off. It's not working. The main engine was already dead, and its toilets, everything, as I said before, is all of them are non-functional at the moment, including the life-saving appliances and the firefighting appliances. They are also dead. So they will not be able to do anything in case there is any emergency on board. I requested the authorities, I requested the embassy to basically evacuate them from the vessel and take them to a safer place, at least, because the ship is not a safe place anymore. Same thing, I sent a message to the operators too, but nothing from the operators as well. Operators, as I said, in fact, the Rituraj has just mentioned, they don't even pick the calls. They don't pick the call. They don't reply to any of our messages. They are like, it seems like they have totally abandoned the vessel. And as, in fact, there have been 3 crew members, which we came to know later on that from the same company, they are there. They were taken in prison for the same charges, and they are still in prison for last 2.5 years. Cases still, they said it was same diesel smuggling. I don't know whether it was proved, not proved. I am not sure about that. But 3 crew members. So basically, the operator is a repeated offender. I don't know what we are doing.
That's quite a serious concern. You are saying that multiple messages have actually been sent across and there has been no response. Shivani, I want to also bring in you. Shivani is the sister of Ketan Mehta. I just saw the video that has come in from inside the vessel, and the fact that they are saying that they do not have any groceries, there's no water that is available, and the fact that they aren't in a position to even communicate with anyone. Shivani, I want you to tell whoever is watching us tonight that what's the condition of your brother, and more importantly, has there been any response to all the pleas that you have made so far?
They have been detained for almost 2 months. I spoke to my brother recently. He said that
Shivani, can you hear me? Shivani, am I audible? We seem to have lost that line, audio line with
I spoke to my brother recently. He told me that conditions are inside very extremely bad. During cold weathers, they do not have any proper clothes, or they do not getting proper food. And I have sent multiple emails through social media. I connect through social media and Twitter, but no response.
When you say, in fact, Vinod, I just want to quickly get a point from you here. When you say there has been absolutely no response, have you all made an attempt to at least reach out to the Ministry of External Affairs here in the national capital and hoping that they would be in a position to help you out on this entire issue? Because the allegations that the Iranians are leveling, they're serious in nature. They're saying that the crew members and the company involved here, they were involved in diesel smuggling.
Yes, we have reached out to the Ministry of External Affairs. Mr. Anand Prakash, he is the Joint Secretary of PI, JS PI. So we have reached out to him. I have called him. I have spoken to him various times. Basically, even yesterday I had a word with him. He said we are working it out. We are actually in touch with the US, UAE consulates as well. The UAE consulates are basically pressurizing the operators to do something, but from their side regarding the release of the crew or something, nothing as such. They say it is subjudicial. And when I said a ship being hijacked from international waters, how can that go subjudicial? I mean, it is a clear case of, and if you want to take it subjudicial, you take the vessel and the cargo. That the crew is not cargo. I mean, crew cannot be taken. They are hostages. They should be released at least.
Vinod, in fact, I believe that you all have also filed a plea in the court, a matter that we're going to track very closely. Thank you very much, Shivani, Rituraj and Vinod for joining us on this broadcast, a story that we'll be tracking very, very closely. Well, that's all that we could pack in this edition of This Is Exclusive. Coming up, trending on the other side.